lovely people, Nina here. So this week for my video I thought I would talk about everything that I've been loving, because I figure summertime everything's changed a bit and I'm reading new books, and I just figured I would talk about everything that I've been loving so far. And so I'm gonna start with books. I haven't done one of these videos since like February, so we'll get a little bit caught up. I'm currently reading Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. I love this. It's about essentially the history of tuberculosis. I didn't know anything about this, I'm not gonna lie. He talks about like in it like some of the stereotypes of like coughing up blood, like Moulin Rouge, but I like how that was like the stereotypical like sign of TB, and I just think, I don't know, so far it's really interesting and I love it and I would recommend so far, but I've never read anything bad by John Green. I love his writing and I love his writing style. And so I'm reading Everything is Tuberculosis. Current pipe. I've been trying to get kind of out of a reading slump. So Everything is Tuberculosis is a bit shorter, and I find that reading shorter books help me get out of a reading slump, and it was John Green, so I knew I was gonna love it. So that's that. So I've been writing a lot more recently. I got 2 notebooks as a graduation gift. I'm defending my thesis. I've been working on this for so long, but I'm defending my thesis at the end of June. Finding a date and working with it's just been a lot. But I'll be defending my thesis at the end of June. And so I've been doing a lot of like research writing over the past few years, but now with my thesis being done, I've focused more on creative writing. And so I've been loving writing, and I'm currently working on what I hope to someday become a book. I'm finished it and now I'm working on the query letter type. It's a lot, it's a process, but I have been loving writing, and especially creative writing. So it's just been a lot of fun. So writing, and writing in notebooks, writing down ideas. I love it. I love writing. So reading and writing I've been loving. Perfume. I feel like I always talk about Perfume because I'm obsessed with Perfume. And just different scents. And I've currently been wearing Duo by Omar and Edvin. I love Omar. He and Edvin too. They're both actors, and it's Omar's brand, but they made this together. And it smells like lemon and vanilla. It just smells like summer. It smells really good. I've been using this since last year and it's like nearly gone. It smells, again, it reminds me of like a beach or like summer-ish. I think at one point they just, as Omar maybe described it like the south of France, and having visited the south of France, correct. It just smells beachy and summery and really, really good. So I've been wearing this a lot to celebrate like summer. And then music favorites. I recently got to see James Taylor and his concert made me cry. I went with my mom and it was so good, and his band was amazing. He was amazing. His son plays with him, which is really cool, and it was amazing. I was maybe the youngest one there by like 20 years. His son and I were like the youngest 2 people in the whole room, but that's okay. It was amazing and I absolutely loved it. Like I said, I cried. It is the best concert that I have seen, and I've seen a lot of concerts, so it was really good. Yeah, I've been loving that. And since it's summertime too, it's going on the theme of summer, I've been loving iced tea. I drink a lot of English breakfast tea. I don't like coffee. I've never liked coffee. I try it. Sometimes I'll drink it, but like very rarely. So I drink a lot of tea, and most of my diet consists of tea. And so I've been drinking a lot of iced tea and lemonade because it's summer and it just feels warm. Although this June has been kind of rainy and crappy, and just not very nice. So hot tea has also been a go-to. A traditional cup of English breakfast with a bit of cream, no sugar, never sugar. Writing, reading, music, James Taylor, Perfume, Omar, what's this called? Duo. Perfume Duo by Omar and Edvin, who also have spoken on Palestine. Omar especially has been speaking out again on Palestine and speaking up, which makes me love them 1,000 times more. And Edvin's going to be in a new movie for 28 years later, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I love that, and they're good people, which makes it even better. So yeah, reading, writing, Perfume, and iced tea are what I've been loving so far this week, this month. Yeah, so that's just a little wrap up of everything I've been loving. I think next week or in a few weeks or so, I am going to do like a book review, a book summary of everything I've been reading. I kind of, like I said, I went through like a little bit of a reading slump, and so I've been reading a few shorter books, but I've also, my writing has come before my reading because I didn't want my reading to impact my writing, if that makes sense. So I've just kind of like been trying to separate, and so I've been mainly focusing on writing, and now I have my thesis defense coming up, so I have that. So my reading has been very scattered. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm also going on a road trip with my family in a bit, and so I plan to read more then, and read more on the road trip, and so I'll see how much I get done. Maybe I'll get through more than I thought, but yeah. So that is it for this week's video, everything I've been loving this week. Let me know down below what you have been loving. Iced tea, maybe, perhaps. What books have you been writing? Yeah. So that is it for this week's video. I love you all, and as always, free Palestine. I will see you on Friday with a brand new video. Bye!